Alrighty, so good morning, everybody. As I said, this is Primal Academy. This is our Stretchy Sunday class. And for those of you that are here for the first time, welcome. I'm Lou, and I'm going to guide you through this movement practice. This yoga class is based on the yin concept of yoga, so very gentle yoga, very easy body movements, accessible to everybody. We can modify a little bit with these blocks and straps just to help get into some of these positions. Intention really is around breathing. We want to just kind of connect with our breathing. It's our source of energy, of course. Also allows the nervous system to get calm or ramped up sometimes when we want to. So breath control, really good. All the body movements are very simple, very, as I said, accessible to most of us. And tension level, if 10 is the most, you want to be at around a 4 or a 5, low tension level. We want to keep the nervous system calm and get deep into some of these tissue movements and joint work. Hi, you joining us? Okay. What else? Yeah, we're going to be mostly on the floor, so this is a floor practice exercise. We're not standing up. Most of the more aggressive yoga practices are standing up. We're always reaching, pulling, pushing, lots of push-ups, core work, and that does not happen here. Okay, this is really easy kind of stuff, easy body work, and that is the intention. Okay, we're going to start in a resting position. So we're going to lie down onto our back, and you're going to cross your leg, or not cross your legs, but just bring your feet together, let the knees go out, and bring the arms behind you. So kind of like just an open butterfly position, if you will. Lie down, close your eyes, just settle into a resting position. Try and bring the heels a little bit closer to your bum so that the legs can go out wide. We want to just open up this groin space a little bit. Again, relax the arms, relax the shoulders. And you're going to close your eyes, focusing attention on breathing, and breathing particularly through the nose. So specific breathing through the nose, nice big breath in. When your lungs are full, you're going to hold your breath for a second or so. You can open your mouth if you like and fully exhale. So we're moving more from an automatic type space. Of course, our breathing just happens naturally. We want to tap into that more manual breath by focusing attention on the breathing. And when you breathe, you're trying to breathe really deep down into your body. So down towards the hips, down through the belly. Keep the chest calm. Breathe low and deep into your body. You're going to take your right hand, place it onto your tummy. Take your left hand, tuck it underneath your lower back. Keep your legs open. And then you're going to try and breathe into those hand spaces. So the abdominal area will descend. Your lower back will push down. So you want to feel your belly rising up towards the ceiling and into your right hand, lower back pressing down into the floor. Maybe even count the breath to count of 4, the count of 5, hold for a second or two, and then fully exhale. Now we're going to let the legs go long, so extend your legs, bring your feet to touch, lift your arms up and overhead, and then drop the arms behind you. Try and keep your lower back down onto the floor. Stretch out the arms, point your toes, reach your fingers back. Think about a candlestick-like shape, nice and long, like a morning stretch here. And if your shoulders are tight, you may find that your lower back has popped up a little bit. You can bend your knees slightly if you like, but try and keep your lower back flat to the floor. As you reach far, far back behind you, point your toes, stay with that deep breathing. Now I'm going to lift my arms and shoulders off the floor a little bit and then move the upper body to the left. Take your legs to the left. So you want to feel some length on the right side of your body. Now cross your right leg over the left and hold on to your right wrist with your left hand. pull that hand just a tiny little bit, or pull the arm so you get a stretch through the right underarm here. And now we've gone from a candle-like shape or candlestick shape to more of a banana-like shape. So the right side of your body should be a little bit longer than the left. And this time when you breathe, you're going to try and breathe intentionally further into the right side of your rib cage. Try and expand your lung tissue on the right side as you breathe. Come back to the center, uncross your legs. You're going to take the arms to the other side, hold on to the left wrist, take the legs to the right, cross left over right, and let's make the left side a little bit longer. Come back to the center, uncross your legs. Draw the right leg in towards your body. Hold on to the right shin. And just with your hand strength, you're going to try and pull the leg a little bit closer into your body. Bring the head and shoulders down. And let's rotate the right foot, move through the ankle. Big rotational movement here, as big of a circle as you can do it, nice and slow. Turn the foot in the other direction. And you're going to point your toes. There's some flexion and extension as well through the foot. Move through the ankle. You can roll your toes around if you like as well. Now I'm going to hold on to the back of the right leg and extend the right leg up. Try to straighten that leg out as much as you can. And from this position, we're going to do a little bit of nerve flossing in the back of the leg. So you're going to point your toes and then draw the foot back. Really exaggerate the movement. Point, 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 and then draw back. You should feel this right around the back of the knee somewhere. Should feel pretty good. Okay, bring the right leg down, switch it up, left leg. Bend the leg, hold on to the shin. Draw the leg in a little bit tighter. Roll through the ankle on this side, so turn your foot in one direction. Stick with your breathing. Make sure you're breathing deeply, just the way that we started as we get into some body movement as well. Roll the foot in the other direction. Hold the back of the leg as you straighten the leg out, any amount. And then we're going to point the toes to the ceiling. Draw the toes towards your nose. Nice and slow, full range of motion as we floss out the back of the leg on this side. Okay, good stuff. Okay, bend both your legs. Hold on to your knees. Now the left leg is going to stay still. Right hand on the right knee. We're just going to do some circles with that leg, trying to isolate the movement and keep the rest of your body still as you move that leg around in a circle. Go in the other direction. And then we'll come back to center, stop the right leg, and we'll move into the left leg. Just pick a direction, nice big circle. Go the other direction. I'm going to bring the left foot to the floor, cross the right ankle over the left leg. And my hands are going to go behind the left leg. I'm going to pick up the left foot and draw the left leg closer to my body. So what we're trying to do here, this is thread the needle in yoga. The left leg comes back and you're trying to press the right knee away from you. Flex both feet. Okay, so super active here as we draw the left leg back, Push the right knee away. Keep your head and shoulders down. Back into that deep breathing. And now you're going to bring the left foot down onto the floor. Take the arms up to the side like a T shape. Palms turned down so you can keep your shoulders down. Take a breath. And as you start to exhale, drop the legs to the left, but turn your head to the right. So we'll do a bit of lower body rotation. Nice twisting rotational movement here. Any amount, super good for the lower back. Nice big breath in and out. You can close your eyes as well. I typically do most of this practice with my eyes closed. More internal vision, just trying to check in with my body to see how I feel. Do the same. It's really good. Inhale back to center. Keep your legs crossed, but drop them the other side. And again, turn your head to the opposite side. Get a nice stretch this way. Inhale, maybe hold your breath as you bring your legs back. And then we switch, cross left over right. Hold on to the back of the right leg. Drop the head and shoulders back down again. Flex your feet. Draw the right leg back. And whenever we do this left and right type stuff, always notice if there are any changes. Like I can feel my left hip is much tighter than my right this morning. So a good point of observation. Maybe stay here a little bit longer if that's the case as well. And in the yin concept of yoga, postures, positions are held much longer. We only have an hour, but some of these classes are up to 2 to 2.5 hours in length, as these positions are held often for 5 to 6 minutes. We're doing just a little bit of lighter version of that. The right foot comes down, let the leg go. Arms to the side, palms face down. Take a big breath, and when you exhale, start to drop the legs to the right, turn your head to the left, and you want to keep your shoulders down so you get this upper and lower body separation. If the shoulders popped up, then you're actually turning your body. You're no longer getting that rotation. So keep the shoulders locked. That's why the hands are down, to press down, shoulders down, eyes closed. If you draw your abdominal muscles in a little bit tighter, pull your belly button in, you can get a bit more of a stretch. Take a big breath in, bring your legs back to center, and when you start to exhale, you're going to drop the legs to the other side. So we're matching breath to movement. Turn your head to the right, go into a deep rotation. Inhale back to center, uncross your legs. Okay, we're going to either hold on to the knees, the shin, or peace fingers into your toes, big toes. Bend your legs, keep your head down, keep the lower back down onto the floor, and maybe try and take the feet, legs a little bit wider. This is a happy baby position in yoga, and then we rock a little bit side to side. So if our body's super tight, you may find that the tailbone flying up to the sky, you want to just drop all of that down, relax the position, rock your shape side to side, keep your eyes closed. And remember, we're trying to keep the nervous system calm as we get into some of this deeper postures and positions that we move into. Maybe try to extend one leg a little bit more, maybe the other leg a little bit more, and rock your shape side to side. And we'll slowly start to let that go. Grab the block. You're going to lift your hips up and bring the block onto your sacrum. That's the flat portion of the pelvis. And you're going to lift your legs up and try and drop your legs so the feet are going just a little bit behind you. That way the legs just support themselves in this position. You don't have to do any work. Bring your arms to the side, let the arms rest, and close your eyes and just settle into this position. If this is a little bit awkward for you and you can't quite get there, just play with that block a little bit. You do not want to feel any active muscle engagement to keep the legs up. They should just hover in this position. We're going to try and add one more to this. Take the arms, bring the arms up. You're going to lift the fingers up so you feel the shoulders lifting off the floor. Keep your arms straight and drop the shoulders down. So again, up or down, so you can see the difference. And you can actually collapse your arms right into your shoulders. And also find this position where you can hover. You're not actively holding the arms here. They can just hang. And this is called dead bug. And see if you can really relax into the shoulder. Gonna bring the arms down. Bend your legs, bring your feet to touch down. Now you're gonna lift your hips up, turn the block so you're a little bit higher elevation onto the block, and then extend one leg and see what that feels like just right in that upper groin hip space. And if that feels pretty good, you can extend the other leg. If this is too high, you can always drop the block down so it's a little bit lower. So if you're super tight in this front groin space, you may want the lower orientation, middle orientation, or you can even go to the highest level of the block if that's what you feel like you need. So if you sit a lot, this is the area that gets really tight. So we want to just expand that a bit, and then arms by your side, move into that deep breathing, and try and let your body relax as much as you can. I'm going to bend my legs, bring your feet to the floor, push into your feet so you lift your hips up. I'm going to move the block out of the way. Roll onto your side, and then come on up into more of an upright seated position. Okay, we're going to come into a tabletop position, hands and knees. Tabletop position. We're going to move into the shoulders and hips a little bit, wrists as well. Hi. Okay, and just start by slow rotational movement. Slow movements. So point your toes here, Kaylin, point your toes, yeah. And you're pointing so much that you're trying to get the shin flat. Okay, so this is where we get that length. And then we'll go in the other direction. Come back to neutral. Take the left hand a little bit more forward and then do the same thing, but now you can go deeper. More rotation. Nice and slow. You can do this with your eyes closed or just make the eyes soft here. And then go in the other direction. We'll slow that down. Bring the left hand back. Right arm extends. And we do the other side. Other direction. Okay, let's come back to a still position. Extend the left arm forward. Press your hips forward. Look up. A bit of a back bend here. Now you want to keep your abs fairly tight so you don't move into your lower back. And then you're going to press back. Keep the elbows up. Bring your head down. Reach. Get nice and long. Stretch this out. And then forward again. So you're pressing your pelvis forward. Start to look up. And right back one more time. One more forward. Back. And come on up back into that tabletop position. We'll move through some cat-cow movements. Really good for our back and spinal movement. Okay, let's just segment this. So just watch me for a second, guys. What I'd like you to do is just move your head up and down. So no other body part moving. Eyes can stay closed here or just make your eyes heavy. Lift and then tuck your chin down as far as it'll go. And just cycle through a couple of those. Just your head up and down, full range of motion. Come back to neutral where you're facing the floor, and then go turn your head to the right as far as you can go as you're looking up to the ceiling. Stretch that out, and then go back to the other side, left side. Just your head. Okay, back through neutral. Okay, just watch me again for a second. I'm going to keep my arms straight, and what I want to do here is bring the rib cage closer to the floor, but not by doing this. Arm stays straight. I'm going to collapse through my shoulder and then press out. So think about bringing your shoulder blades together behind you and then move the shoulder blades away from each other. Arm stays straight. Rib cage drops. And then you press up. So if your shoulders are tight, this could be a little bit rusty at the beginning when you try and do this. And the tendency is to bend the elbows when the shoulders are tight. So you want to keep those elbows straight. Okay, now push into the floor so you get the shoulder blades away from your back. Now we're just going to move through the pelvis. Pelvic tilt forward and back. So what I'm going to do is arch my back a lot, contract the abdominal muscles, and then tuck my tailbone under. And then again, release just the pelvis. And then we're going to put all that together. Okay, neutral position. I'm going to look up as much as you can, drop your belly so you do have the arch in your back, tuck your chin into your chest first, push into the floor, and then tuck and round. Keep your chin tucked into your chest as you let your spine or your tailbone go, work through the mid-back, and then finally let the head go up. So think about a snake-like, serpentine-like motion as you go from the neck all the way down to your tailbone, work your way all the way back. Close your eyes. It does not matter what this looks like. More about the sensation of movement, trying to cycle and move through the spine from one end all the way to the other and then all the way back. And again, back to that neutral position. Good stuff. Okay, child's pose will be next. Knees go out wide. Bring your toes behind you. Start to sink the butt back towards the heels. Extend the arms forward. And then you're going to try and bring your chest down. The arms keep going forward. Forehead down. And try and go back as far as you can. Try and bring your butt back towards your heels as you extend the arms forward. Now lift the head up, lift the chest up. Take your arms a little bit more to the right side, so about a 45 degrees off to the side. Left hand crosses the right wrist, and then pull your hips back down, head back down. So you get a little bit longer here on the left side. And then you're going to come up, walk your hands over to the other side. So the hips stay back the whole time. Cross the right hand over the left wrist, and again, drop the head down. As the right fingers extend to the left, you're pulling your right hip back. So you want the right side of your body to be a bit longer. Lift your chest up. Bring the arms back to center position. Good stuff. Okay, this time you're going to take your left arm, tuck it underneath you, extend the right arm forward, and try and drop down onto that left shoulder. You can rest your head. You can look up or just bring your forehead down. So the right arm extends long, and the left arm goes off to the side. Come on up. Take your left arm out. Extend the left arm forward. Tuck the right arm. Drop down onto the shoulder. And then come on up. Good stuff. Okay, come on up. Bring your knees a little closer. You're going to lie down onto your belly. Sorry guys, I lost my connection here. Oh, there we go. Okay, lie down. Bring your hands just to your side with the elbows up. Point your toes. And we want to engage our back muscles a little bit. You're going to press into your hand just slightly. Lift the chest up. And then lower down. And lift up. Now this time when you come down, press your right shoulder forward and look up over the left shoulder. You come up and do the other side. So left shoulder forward, look up over the right side. One more up. And right shoulder forward. Do a couple times each side. One up, yeah, left side. Back to neutral position. Okay, this time the arms are going to go off to the side. I'm going to bring my head down and I'm going to roll onto my, so it's a T shape here of the arms. Now, it matters whether the arms are higher or lower. So play with it depending on your shoulder mobility and health. You're going to roll your body onto the left shoulder, bring your right leg behind you, and you can drop your head down just to relax your head. You can use a block as a pillow if you like. Stay here. So this is kind of like step one. And step two is if you want to grab onto your right shin with your right hand to get a quad stretch on that right side. And once you find your shape, just stay there and breathe. Good stuff. Roll back onto your chest. Let go of the leg. And again, observation, left and right side changes or differences as you roll onto the other side. Any amount. And again, you can hold on to the left leg. And you may notice the leg goes up pretty high sometimes. You want to just relax the grip, lower the leg, and then pull the leg back so you get the full benefit of the quad stretch. Slowly roll back onto your belly, let go of the leg. The left arm is going to go forward now. Left arm forward. Let me just move it a little bit. Here we go. Left arm forward, bend the right leg and hold on to the shin on that right side. So just pull the leg in, bring your head down. Okay, let go of the leg, the right leg, but you're going to bring that right leg up to the side. So the right leg comes up to the side. Left arm is going to go off to the side as well. So this is the position here, left arm. Now I'm going to try and grab the left shin with the right hand. And if you cramp up like I just did, whoa, let go of the leg. Ouch. Okay. So what you're trying to do here is your right knee is pushing into the mat. Your left arm is pushing into the mat. And then you're going to start to roll your right shoulder open to get a full rotation here. Look up at the ceiling as you hold on to the, I'm really cramping up on this one side. Wow. I can't even do it. So I'm just going to create a rotation this way. So you want to Think about turning your rib cage so that your breastbone is turning up to the ceiling. And I'm going to roll back down to the floor. And this time, the right arm goes straight. Bend the left leg. Just hold this position. Yeah, the head lifts. I'm going to bring that left leg up about halfway. Tuck the right arm across. And then bend the right leg. Hold on with the left hand. As much as you can. I'm cramping on that side too, so I'm going to let that go. And I'm just going to take the arm back and create this torso rotation as I'm onto the left side. So your left knee is pressing down, the right arm is pressing down, but you're turning the rib cage up to the ceiling. And maybe you're holding on to the back leg or just your pant leg or whatever you can hang on back there, and turn, rotation. If you're holding onto your back leg, just let the leg go. Keep your left leg bent. Bring the left arm on top of the right. Bring your head down. So from here, what I'm going to do is just lift the left arm up. I'm going to try and create this rotation. So take that left arm back. Think about turning your entire rib cage. Again, that right arm is really pressing down onto the mat. Bring the arm down just for a quick little reset. And then do it again. Try and turn your breastbone up to the ceiling as much as you can. Right arm pushing down, left arm opening up. Come back down. Extend the leg. We're going to switch and just do the other side. So the right leg comes back up again. Left arm goes to the side. Right arm on top of the left. Start to look at the ceiling as you lift the arm up and create this rotation. Think about bringing the shoulder blades behind to touch. Come back to neutral, quick reset. And then go right back up again. Open, open, open. And bring the arm back down. Okay, good stuff. Okay, let's come up onto our knees. Camel position will be next. Okay, from here. And you're going to point your toes, try and get shins flat to the floor. A couple different variations on how you bring your hands. You can hold your hands in this position like you're going to put your hands in your back pocket. Notice the elbows kind of flare out when the shoulders are tight. Try and bring your elbows to touch. So you just bring the elbows back, press down and forward. You can also, so my fingers are pointed down. You can also do it this way. You can also bring your hands together in a reverse prayer behind you. My shoulders are so tight that I can't take my hands up this high. Some people can do that, and if you can manage that, great. And then you close your eyes, pull the shoulders back, press your hips forward, drop your head back. So we're getting into a bit of a back bend here, but you want to keep your abs fairly strong here so that you're not engaging your lower back. Okay, so the abs are pretty strong. And then come forward, and we're going to do the counter movement to that. So bend your knees, hold on to your heels, tuck your head right in between your legs, curl your spine. Your chest should be touching your thighs. Breathe deeply. You'll feel your body movement as you inhale, press the chest to thighs. Exhale as you collapse a little bit more into the posture. Notice the difference between a big body breath and a smaller one. So try and really exaggerate your breathing a lot. And when our chest is touching thighs in this position, we want the back of the rib cage to really expand. So when you're breathing in, try and expand the back of your ribs. And let's come on up again. We're going to do that again. Now, this time, you can bring the toes underneath you. Maybe even bring the hands to the heels. And without leaning back, press the hips forward, look back, drop the shoulders back. And keep the abs tight. Length is coming through the breastbone, through the sternum. Abs stay tight to protect the lower back. Press your pelvis forward, so you feel this in the quads. Head back, eyes closed. This can be quite intense, so moderate the position. And we're going to come forward, point your toes, hold on to your heels as you go back into that modified child's pose position. Tuck your head down, hold on to your heels, curl into a little ball, breathe deeply, expand your back ribs as you press the front ribs into your legs. Try and rest your head on the floor. Remove all tension from the position. And slowly rise up. Okay, next position will be frog. Big hip opener. You're going to take your legs fairly wide and then turn your feet so they face in. Okay. Now what you want to do is have the heels in behind the knees. So the heels are not close to each other. They're further apart, right? So this is a straight line, heel to knee. And straight arms here. So the further forward you sit, the less intense the position. And once you start to go back, it's going to get juicy, okay? So you just start to go back, find your tension level that is around not to exceed 5. Once you got it, hold there. You can bring your forearms to the floor. You can even use a pillow if you like, or the block as a pillow for your head. And this is one of those positions where that we will hold for a bit longer. So find your point of tension, take those knees wide. We're going to open the hips up a lot here. Deep breathing is really quite good for this. So again, you want to find that level of tension to around a 4 or a 5. Once you feel it, close your eyes. And every time you breathe, imagine you're sending breath into that space of tension. And then you soften when you exhale. Maybe go always just that little bit deeper on the exhale. And you don't have to overdo it. Open up that space. We stay here for about a full minute or so, maybe a bit more. Then we'll come out of tension, then we'll go back into it again. So we cycle through in and out a few times. If your hips are tight, if you sit a lot, this is very, very good for you to do. And there's really no fast way to do this, so it is intentionally slow. That's why we want to focus on breathing, stay present into the shape and moment, try not to check out, don't think about what you got to do after, just stay here, breathe. And now we're going to start to shift our weight forward, come out of tension, let all the blood flow go back into that space. Stay here for about 2 or 3 breaths. And then I'm going to start to go back, round number 2, maybe a little further this time. If you've checked out and your mind's wandering, come back, focus on your breathing. Now we're going to shift forward, come out of that tension. And last round, as we go back, maybe sinking even a little bit deeper. Almost there, another 30 seconds or so. And now we're starting to come forward, back into tabletop position that we were in a moment ago. Okay, woohoo! After sitting on a plane for a while, this is so good. And then move around a little bit. Both directions. Okay. And now we're going to come and sit into a 90-90 position, right leg forward, left leg back. So think about, again, 90-90 shape here. Both legs at 90 degrees. Flex your feet. And again, what happens here if we're tight is we tend to lean onto one side. So I'm going to try and push myself up here, try and get as straight as I can, flex your feet, turn the rib cage to face the front, your front, and then you're going to hinge and shift your weight forward as much as you can. I'm going to bring my hands forward so I can support my weight, flexing feet, and then bring the chest as close to the floor as you can. You'll feel this in the right outer hip. And we're not too concerned about how close the chest is getting to the legs, so close your eyes, focusing more on the sensation of the feel versus what it actually looks like. And challenge the position as much as you feel like you need to. Obviously, the further forward you lean, the more you'll feel it. I'm going to lift the chest up. Keep your leg position and try and sit up as tall as you can. Now I'm going to turn my rib cage over to the right side. So the legs are pushing down into the floor, and I'm trying to create this upper body rotation off to the right side. Adjust as much as you need to, however the arms need to support your body weight. You're trying to stay fairly tall here. And we're going to turn as much to the right as you can possibly go. And when your ribs can't go anymore, turn your head to the opposite side. So just the head goes to the opposite side. Really stretch this out. So the open side of your neck here is the right side. Closed side is the left side. Turn your head away, but make sure the ribs are going in the opposite direction. And then relax the position. Now from here, this is really easy to get onto the other side. You just lift your knees up, and then you switch and go to the other side. Again, 90-90, adjust a little bit if you need to. I'll move so they can see me online. There we go. I'm much tighter on this side. I feel it already. So I'm already leaning way over to one side. I'm just going to try and do my best to be as upright as I can, turn the face forward, and then lean forward. And the closer the chest becomes to or gets to the leg, the more of a stretch you'll feel. Again, this could be the lower back where you feel it, into the hip space you'll feel it. This depends. Lift the chest up. And supporting body weight here, I'm going to start to turn over to the left side. So I'm turning as much as I can in an upright position. So I'm going to turn, flex your feet so the feet are really active here. Keep turning. And when you can't go anymore, then the head goes to the opposite side. Energetically, keep the rib cage going over to the side where the head goes to the other side and legs pressing into the floor. And then we'll relax that shape. Okay, let's do one more just for fun. Grab that strap, you guys. At home, if you don't have a strap, grab a towel. I'm going to lie down and bring the strap underneath the right foot. Okay, the technique here is to hold the strap long so you're not choking up on it. You're going to hold it long. Bend your elbow and drop the right elbow to the floor. It's like doing a bicep curl. That's going to support the weight of the leg when you drop the leg off to the side, okay? So the left leg can be straight. You can bend it a little bit. Take the left arm off to the side, head down, and then you're just going to try and drop your leg to the right side. Let all the tension go through the inside of the leg and up into the groin. Support the weight with the arm. So you should feel your bicep kicking in here if the leg gets heavy. Back into some deep breathing. Hold on to the leg. When I first started doing this, I could not let the leg go. I had so much tension that if I let the strap go, the leg stayed there. The idea is that if you let the strap go, the leg's going to drop. So that leg should be really heavy. The other thing we want to focus on here is that if the left hip or your left butt cheek has gone off the floor, you've gone too far, bring your leg back. You're too tight. So you're going to bring your leg back and eventually slowly go into the position. So try and keep both butt cheeks on the floor here and just let the leg go out. And now take a breath, bring your leg back to center. Hold on to the strap with the left hand. Again, you're bending the elbow. Right arm off to the side. Take the leg over to the left. Turn your head to the right, so you're going to get a rotation. Inhale back to center. And you're going to switch your feet. So left foot goes in. Right leg extends. You're already holding on to the strap with your left hand. Bend the left elbow. Drop the left leg to the side. Turn your head to the opposite side. Right leg straight. Or a slight bend, but avoid lifting the right butt up. Keep it down. Let that left leg just drop, get really heavy. Hold on with bicep strength on the left side. We're almost done, so try and stay with your breathing, that conscious breath the whole time. We're here just a few more minutes. Bring your leg back to center. Hold on to the strap with the right hand. Drop the leg to the other side. Turn your head to that left side. Rotation. And take a nice big breath in as you bring your leg back. And we'll move the strap out of the way. We'll come up into a seated position. I'm going to sit on a block. You don't need to, but I like sitting up on the block. So if you're a little bit tight cross-legged, you may want to do that. Cross your legs. Sit up tall, resting the hands onto the leg. Okay, I'm going to turn the head to the your right, my left. So just turn your head, go as far as you can go. Keep your shoulders down. Drop the ear to the shoulder. Look at the ceiling. Exaggerate this movement, half speed, head circle, all the way to the other side. And then look at the floor as the chin grazes across your chest, half speed. Close your eyes. Let's do about 3 full circles. It's one direction. We'll go one more. I'm going to go neutral now, so I'm just looking forward. Turn the head to your left, my right. Dropping ear to shoulder again. I peek up, I gaze up, and then do a head circle. You can go at your own time, nice and slow. So again, you want to exaggerate this movement as much as you can. Open up all this space. Now let's do the very last one. Come back to center. Okay, hands come together. Thumbs up to the third eye. We look up, take a nice big breath, and we bow to each other. Thank you, everyone, for your energy and for your time. Thanks for the practice. Happy Sunday, everybody. That is our class for today. Great job, guys. Thanks, everybody online, and thanks to you guys here. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Lou.
Thank you. Good job, guys. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Thank you.
Same to you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow.